Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome here, welcome to Smackdown here tonight, the April 3rd edition, and the final show before WrestleMania. Folks, it's going to be a good time here today. Obviously, we're going to get the continuation of the build towards WrestleMania, but more importantly, we might very well finally get an answer as to what the story is going to be, who is going to be replacing Roman Reigns. We need to know that. We need to know who is challenging Goldberg at WrestleMania. Is it going to be Braun Strowman? Is it going to be Jeff Hardy? Is it going to be some random-ass jobber out there? We don't know, but we might. I don't know for sure, but we might find out here tonight. I realize that I got the NXT match from the other day up there, so let's change that over to SmackDown. Here we go, though, everybody. It is time for the Conman certified roll call. So, who do we got in here today? We got Sam Hutt. How you doing, my friend? We got White Wolf Gaming. We got Antonio Coleman. We got J Money Jeff. We got Christian Vega. We got Forever Atheist. How you doing, my friend? We got Jesse Miles up in here. Oh my goodness, the chat just exploded. We got Antonio Coleman. We got Jordan the One. We got Matthew Grantland. How you doing, my friend? Raging Red. Chris Lemieux. Welcome to the stream. We got Creative Vision up in here. We got Sad Verk. We got Matthew Bonneau. We got Nadia's Sports Podcast. How you doing? We got Unbroken up in here. We got Waleed Hijaz. Good to see you. What's your name there? Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. There you go. We got Tyler Crook up in here. We got Jared Valerio. How you doing, my friend? We got Kevin Hooks up in here. Joey Reinhardt made his way up in here today as well. Raul Kapar, how you doing? Ahmed El-Sayed. We got the Exalted One, Gian Moxley up in here. We got Balin Howe. How you doing, my friend? We got Cole Meekins. Great to see ya. Along with Shane the Gamer and hey, Cody Bag. How you doing, buddy? And along with Mr. Tornicane. We're going to say hello to each and every single one of you tonight. We got a few things to cover here tonight. Obviously, there's going to be the Miz TV, which is starting the show off here tonight, so I will turn the audio over to that once that begins. Also tonight, though, we do have a conversation that we need to have regarding another wrestling channel personality sort of thing. Not just a simple personality. Anyways, we're going to talk about that here tonight. I've got a few things I got to get off my chest. Here we go. Here's the Usos.
Especially when they blindsided us last week. You're right. I mean, what kind of show do they actually think this is, Usos? I mean, this ain't the Ellen show. You get a car. This ain't the Oprah show. You get a car. This ain't the Maury show. You are not the daddy. Oos, it's Friday Night Lockdown where the Usos reside. And it's WrestleMania, Oos. We about to climb these ladders and become Smackdown WWE Tag Team Champions. Let's go, boy.
Cool. Oh. And here comes the New Day. Oh yeah.
Don't you dare
be sour. Clap. 7-time champs. And feel the power.
It's a new day. Yes,
there we go. Boom. Boom. The New Day have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. And they got their microphones in hand. Thanks, Kevin. We'll get you in there, okay, bud?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, baby. Wait, hold up. Did I just hear you say that y'all were gonna snatch down those Smackdown Live WWE
World Tag Team Champions?
Y'all? You? Now, I know we're used to 70 to 100,000 screaming fans at WrestleMania, and these circumstances are a little unique, but it's still WrestleMania.
It's still WrestleMania.
And your boys plan on inserting themselves into the annals of time. Yes. And we're going to do that by climbing that ladder and taking those tag team titles from Miz and Morrison. Yeah. You know, you got to get past us first. As soon as Dumb and Dumber got involved, y'all's about to get run up, Boost.
Oh, yeah. We were about to get run up? What? No, is that the way y'all remember it? No. Because the way that I remember it is that we had y'all handled, and then Lloyd and Harry came out. and interfere. That's what happened.
No, you
That's what
tripping.
happened.
I'll tell you what, on the real, we can do this right now.
Ah, here comes Miz and Morrison.
Don't mind us. It's not like this is my show or anything. Sadly, this is the mistreatment and disrespect that we've
Hey,
grown
welcome
accustomed
Antonio
to,
Coleman.
despite
Welcome to Legends Row.
being turtleneck
Thank you,
tough
my
guys,
friend.
A-listers and Smackdown
We're gonna
tag
skip
team
that
champions who
that one right there, but we'll
deserve
replay it right
better.
after, okay,
Defend
my
your
friend?
titles against the entire division in an elimination chamber. Did that. Fight two teams who don't deserve the opportunity in a ladder match. Why not? Understand.
So yeah, we'll get to the
No
sweet knees,
matter
folks,
what you
right
do,
after this,
what
okay?
You say, no matter what you throw at us, we will thrive because that's what winners do. So go ahead. Y'all can bicker all you want. Because, well, we'll just take a front row preview of what's going to happen at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Because as much as you all like to pretend that you're all buddy-buddy, that is until the competition sets in. And then you all end up destroying one another, which will allow us to slowly climb up
Oh,
these
they're both climbing the
ladders
ladder.
and retain our Smackdown Tag Team Championships.
Simple, straightforward, and effective. Strategy like this is why we are the greatest tag team of the 21st century. Be jealous.
They're so lame. Uh-oh. Folks, I think we're going to get a little brawl here. Yes, we are. Here we go. This is the way that we want to start off SmackDown tonight, as we've got ourselves a brawl in this arena. We got the New Day, we got the Usos, and we got Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho, as Miz and Morrison are getting clocked in the face. Now there's super kick. Oh, to Kofi Kingston. Wow, that backfired, and I don't think Big E liked that one. Heads up, here comes Big E as he lays out the Usman. And the other Usman coming right after Big E. I think that's Jey Uso, just got launched over the barricade. But from behind, Miz and Morrison bully Big E right into the ladder. Uh-oh, this isn't good, folks. This is not good. Miz and Morrison now have the ladder. Oh, as they take out both Kofi and Us. That's a message for WrestleMania, folks. But is this match even going to go down? I legit actually don't know, folks, if that match is going to go down, because I've heard some stuff. I'm going to try to refrain from talking about it too much, but I have heard that Miz had pulled out of WrestleMania, so I don't know what they plan on doing with this match at Mania. One thing that WWE has really been doing throughout this time is, I know that these are pre-taped shows, but they are really, really, really sticking to the fact that the matches are happening, even though they know some of the matches that have been advertised aren't happening. I am really curious to see how WWE rectifies this quote-unquote false advertising. Now, granted, at the end of the day, it would be stupid to sit here and try to criticize WWE for anything, let alone the way that they place their card or how they advertise their matches. This honestly would not be good to sit here and truly criticize WWE during this time. It also looks like we're going to get Ric Flair's farewell match tonight. Yo, that one I am all down for. Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair with Charlotte Flair sitting front row. Oh my god, that match, that tears at my heartstrings. So we'll be watching that one here tonight. But it looks like it's time to feel the glow, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's Naomi. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Bring it to the floor.
Time to feel the glow.
There we go. Time to feel the glow, ladies and gentlemen, as Naomi has made her way down to the ring. All right. So I think it's about time here, ladies and gentlemen, that we start talking about a few of the little donos that have been run. So first up, we got to get this up over here. So, we had ourselves a $5 dono from Kevin Langoff, and that made Kevin Langoff the new boss. So, Kevin Langoff, you became a one-time boss battle champion. I do appreciate that there, buddy. Or not a one-time boss battle champion. What am I talking about? Two-time. Three-time?
Hey, my friends in Canada, it's me, not just your buddy.
Two-time?
but also your pal.
Two-time. Two-time boss battle champion. There you go, buddy. Let's burn it down.
You don't want to miss this opportunity to witness your favorite superstar, including Drew McIntyre, as the
New
Scottish
boss.
Terminator
Let's
invades
go.
Suplex City to challenge the
All right.
incarnate Brock Lesnar.
And then, right after that, we got ourselves Rule Kapar. How you doing, buddy? He says, so, my birthday is tomorrow. No way! It's going to be your birthday right on WrestleMania. That's pretty cool. So by the time the main show starts at 12 a.m., I will be a new age. New age, new me. Hope Mania is great. Well, don't change too much there, Rule. We like you the way you are. Thank you, my friend, for the $5 dono. Let's roll that right there.
So, my birthday is tomorrow, April 5th, so by the time the main show starts at 12 a.m., I will be a new age. New age, new me. Hope Mania is great.
All right, and then speaking of birthdays, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a $7 dono from the birthday girl. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rose Thorn Casey Rose says, it is good to spend my birthday night with you, Con, with some Smackdown. Also excited for your WrestleMania streams this weekend. I'm pumped for them as well there, Casey Rose. Thank you so much for your $7 dono. I appreciate it. Shock the system. Boom. Why can't I find...
It's good to spend my birthday night with you, Con, with some Smackdown. And also excited for your WM streams this weekend.
We come together.
I have lost something very important. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Give me one sec.
To believe. To be part of a community.
Uh-oh. There it is.
Opening day.
Okay, we're good. Found a piece of paper that's pretty important. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've also got to repeat this little thing right here.
Hope
Where is it at?
and community. Don't have to be.
Give me 2 seconds here,
This is a
folks.
team game played by individuals. And every one of us has a role to play. Even though we are
Why
apart,
can't I find...
we can come together.
Well, if that's not weird... Hang on. Ah, that's why. Beautiful. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I believe... No, why can't I find it? There we go. With new, that is so weird. What in the hell? Antonio Coleman. There we go. Okay, folks, we finally found the proper thing. I'm sorry that things have been a little bit crazy the last 30 seconds. But here we go. We can now roll this. This is what I was looking for. We've got to do ourselves a little sing-along right now for a little sweetnies. I know a little bit of a cringe segment, but we got to do it because it's fun up in here. So, Antonio Coleman, thank you so much, my friend, for becoming a part of Legends Row. We're going to get you a character. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweetnies are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! There we go! Do you guys see Sasha Banks right now? Do you see Sasha? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is worthy. We gotta show Sasha. Are we... Okay. She is, wow. Okay. All right. So thank you so much there, Antonio Coleman. We're going to get you a nice little character here inside of the CMU. Hey, Cody. He says thank you. Well, I thank you, my friend. Thank you for your beautiful little dono right there. Are you guys saying that I'm the next Jerry Lawler for that one? Look at that. Okay, Michael Cole. Michael Cole's got Lacey Evans' hat on. It just Michael, I'm sorry, bud, but you don't pull it off. You do not pull it off. I apologize, but Michael, take that hat off. Thank you, Michael. All right, I really hate the fact that they're trying to build up Tamina to be an actual threat, a credible threat here in 2020. Folks, somebody backstage seriously thought, hey, this is the best idea. We're going to build Tamina up for the millionth time to try to get her over as a monster heel, but then just job her out when it actually matters. No, nobody cares about Tamina. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I just literally mean nobody cares about the character Tamina. You can't keep reintroducing the same character in the same exact way to the same exact fans in the same exact manner and expect her to get over. It does not work. Tamina is a failed experiment here in the WWE in terms of our current character. She needs a reset button. She needs a faction. She needs something. Redistributing her as the actual character of Tamina does not work. But anyways, folks, we got ourselves a match going on right now. Let's start with the $17 dono from Mr. Cody Bag. And then we'll get the match up over on the screen. There we go. All right. You're supposed to be my friend. Thank you so much there, Cody. I do appreciate your dono right there. And then Charles Wright followed it up with a beauty little $3 dono. He says, I'm ready to have my weekend off from the hospital. Charles, I think you absolutely deserve it, my friend. And hopefully this weekend you can sit back and enjoy both nights of WrestleMania, whether it's in the Conman stream or whether it's in the comfort of your own home. Just enjoy this weekend and try to take your mind off absolutely everything going on, because Charles Wright is always right. Thank you, my friend, though, for your $3 dono. Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talks. Here comes the money. Money, money, money. Money, money. And, folks, with that, we've got ourselves a new boss. His name is Cody Bag. Oh yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, I think this is almost perfect time for the transition into something. So for the next probably about 5 minutes, this is going to be based on a rant, based on something I've talked about before. So I just kind of wanted to literally sit here right now. Warning for the next 5 minutes. If you don't like just a tiny bit of calling out, you're probably not going to enjoy this segment, more or less. But I've got a gripe right now, and you guys know that my gripe right here. Thank you, Matthew Gantlin. We're gonna get to any donos that happen after this segment, okay? So we'll talk about it after. But there is a big wrestling channel out there, a big time wrestling channel that has been around for a long time. And this wrestling channel, folks, they have done good things for the wrestling community for years, but they've also done a lot of shitty things for the wrestling community over the years. They have, in many ways, harmed the community without meaning to at first, but now it seems almost blatant, and today was the straw that broke the camel's back. Folks, I'm talking about What Culture Wrestling. I've mentioned to them before on here how they, generally speaking, they've got good people in the company, but the company itself just wants to spew out garbage articles, garbage videos, and just try to get your views and your clicks. They try to get your money, and we're going to call them out right now because, honestly, I'm tired of seeing this. This is the one that broke the camel's back today. So I want to direct your attention, folks, right here to an article that was posted today, or at least really recently. Let me double check the date just to make sure that I'm not misspeaking right there. It was posted on the 3rd of April, so it was posted today. This right here, folks, we're going to talk about wrestling when it gets back, all that, right? Because in the match right now, it is Naomi versus Lacey Evans versus Tamina. But right now, folks, this was the article that was posted. WWE sabotage AEW Dynamite tapings? Question mark, exclamation point. Police tried to shut down AEW's tapings this week. Okay. Yes, they did. They did. Police tried police arrived on the scene to potentially shut down a gathering that did not have proper documentation. AEW did have proper documentation when they were filming. They were able to continue filming the events. Plus, the officers stayed to make sure proper precautions were being taken care of. That is it. That's the story, folks. That's the simple story. But this is what Culture Wrestling ran with. And we're going to call, oh my God, there's more to this than just this. Like, this match is going to be over in no time. First of all, this article at the very, very top links to this. By the way, guys, 1.9 million subscribers. I wouldn't care if this was a 20,000 subscriber channel or a 15,000 subscriber channel that is just simply trying to generate enough clicks to be somewhat relevant in the community. These are people, this is a company that has over 1 million subscribers. It is nearing 2 million subscribers. They have a large audience of wrestling fans, which primarily is the same fan base that WWE has. These are the people that watch the show. Take a look at this. This is their article that they wrote. A wild story here, and one that should be taken with a pinch of salt. First of all, if you're a news reporting site, does not matter what the story is. If your first line contains, this one should be taken with a pinch of salt. You are straight up reporting on what you call just speculation. You're just speculating. That's all you're doing at that point. But let's keep going, folks, because this gets more and more embarrassing the further you read it right now. But eWrestlingNews.com are reporting that police tried to shut down AEW Dynamite's dark tapings earlier this week with speculation that WWE was behind it. Your first paragraph even includes the word speculation, pinch of salt, and reporting. This site, eWrestlingNews.com, I'm sorry, have you guys ever heard of eWrestlingNews.com? I haven't, so guess what? I looked them up. This is their site, eWrestlingNews.com. This is the site that the 1.9 million subscriber YouTube channel that has all the views in wrestling is referencing to. This is their website right here. 37,378 Facebook fans. Okay, that's a good following right there. Good job. 4,202 followers on their pod thing, whatever that is, and 3,625 on Twitter. All right. But I got wondering, how do they do that? And this is how they do it. They do so by posting speculation articles. They post conversation articles. They post articles that are going to get your clicks. That is what they have done. Becky Lynch thinks WWE should leave Ronda Rousey at home. That's in storyline. This is about a thing on the WWE network. So what they're doing is they constantly post articles to try to get your clicks. That's okay. I understand that people do that. Websites do that. When you don't have a large following, you are not as responsible. You are kind of just speculating off what is out there. It's not perfect, but you know what? I don't expect the top websites to do it. I don't expect the top people in this wrestling business to do this stuff, because look, this was the next thing I clicked on. I literally clicked on their news to WWE news, and at the very start I saw this: Beth Phoenix versus Charlotte Flair, ? WWE partners with Netspan and more. I'm like, okay, that's the first article I'm going to see. So I click onto it. This is the article. It is about if this match could potentially happen based off of a tweet that was released based off of a Dream Match Mania broadcast where it was a WWE 2K video game. That's the article, which then proceeds to show something about spending MasterCards with WWE faces on it. That was the stuff right there, okay? That was the video. But, oh, big super kick there from Tamina, lays out Bayley. That's, I'm trying to position Tamina to be something there. Anyways. But here's the next thing that I noticed, folks. You keep on going down here in the article, and you just keep reading about how it's pure speculation, just pure speculation. Speculation right there. Speculation among some talent was WWE may have been behind the attempt. Again, pinch of salt. How many times do you have to say that in your article to try to showcase the fact that you don't have an article, right? Pinch of salt right there. You've got absolutely nothing going for it. It is completely irresponsible to be the size of a channel that What Culture Wrestling is, with 1.9 million subscribers, and to be releasing articles like this that are basically begging to be clicked on for 30 seconds to hopefully make an ad revenue dollar off of you, and then push it to the side because nobody's going to read this garbage article again. You guys want more proof that this is absolutely garbage and What Culture knows what they are doing? Here is the proof right here. Look at this. Right down here. By the way, Andy H. Murray, I don't know if you are just forced to read these articles or not. I'm not going to, write these articles or not. I'm not going to hold you single-handedly accountable. But Andy Murray, dude, you got to write better articles than that. I'm sure What Culture makes you meet a quota. I know that What Culture is a bit of a garbage company to work for. I understand they've got some tough, strict things that you got to follow, guidelines that you got to reach, quotas you got to reach, whatever. But you got to do better than that. It's harmful to the community, and you're one of their main faces over on What Culture. It deserves to be better. But look at this. When you go here to the website, I'm going to show you once again. You refresh the website, and their comment section is sorted by newest. Yeah, sorted by just a bunch of people who are new. No, sorted by newest by default. Folks, this is how you can tell a page is garbage, when they sort their comment section by newest comments. Nobody wants to read people who are typing in real time unless they sort by it manually. What they want to see is they want to see the best. This is why they are hiding their comments on their page. Look at this first comment. Next week on What Culture, did WWE officials go back in time and arm Hitler? Seriously, when the site becomes such a cesspit of clickbait nonsense pushing this phony war between AEW and WWE, it's cringe at the highest quality. Next in the news is WWE behind the recent COVID-19 outbreak. I hope nobody actually believes this crap. This is why they're sorting their comments. Watch, we're right here at best. Right now, we're going to click refresh on the page. And we go all the way down, sort by newest, by default. You guys want more proof right here? This was their video. Now, I have not reloaded their video earlier on today. I don't know if this video is still posted based off of potential backlash that they would have got, knowing What Culture they left the garbage up. But right here, they made a whole video on it, folks. WWE sabotage AEW tapings. A whole video that has 40,000 views on it. 40,000, folks. This is 40,000 views of people clicking onto this stuff expecting to hear, did WWE really sabotage? And I can tell you right now, I clicked through this video a bunch. Maybe for, I don't know, a tiny little segment, couple minutes, they talked about the possibility of WWE possibly sending some police officers there to the undisclosed location to shut down AEW's taping. And then they proceeded to just talk about random nonsense throughout the rest of the video. That's what it is. But look, I'm going to refresh this video right now. It's at 56,000 views now, because that was earlier, folks. I am not trying to be a dick here, but when I see this much blatant just clickbait from the biggest wrestling channel there is here today on this platform, it makes me sad. It makes me so incredibly sad, folks, that this is what the wrestling community has devolved into. And I know that is partly because of What Culture having all these strict guidelines, and I know that's the reason why the Cultaholic people left. They didn't want to work for that company, and kudos to the Cultaholic people. But I just cannot comprehend why you need to clickbait when you are the biggest wrestling channel / one of the biggest wrestling news article writers in the game. It's scummy, and I feel so disgusted that as a fellow wrestling YouTube content creator, that I'm sitting there seeing large channels take advantage of you guys, take advantage of viewers, and take advantage of other viewers who don't know better. Wrestling fans, just to generalize, because of the content of the nature that we are watching, are not necessarily, generally speaking, the brightest in order and able to split the difference between what is real and what is fake. That is what WWE and other wrestling promotions pry off of, the inability for a lot of us to figure out what is real, what is fake. That's what wrestling pries off of us. What Culture Wrestling is doing the exact same thing with their clickbaity shit articles. They're trying to stir a conversation in one direction, make a manufactured war between AEW and WWE in order that you click on their articles and that you watch their videos, so that way you get it in your mind there's a war. So every time you see a war article or an article that AEW did this to WWE or WWE did this to AEW, that you click on it. So that, I'm very frustrated with What Culture Wrestling, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Oh, the truth will be heard? Glitch there, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's WrestleMania season, and over the past few weeks, we've been looking at some of the great...
Anyways, I apologize about that little mini rant. We missed the ending for the Tamina match. I once again do apologize, but you know what, folks? That needed to be said. It's just been ridiculous, and I couldn't believe when I saw that today. Actually, you know what? I could believe it, but just kind of disgusting. I did see the glitch there today, folks. And you know what? It's unfortunate because I probably should have saved that entire rant right there for this match of Shawn Michaels versus HBK and actually started talking about that during now. Instead of, you know, eating up the actual only wrestling we got on the show. But my bad, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize that I am a little scattered here today. There we go. I agree there, Brian is the best. I agree. Hey, Jacob Polanetsky, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to stream. Welcome to the stream, buddy. But we're gonna get now, folks, from WrestleMania 24, Shawn Michaels versus the legendary Ric Flair. Oh, baby. Apparently, I said Shawn Michaels versus HBK earlier. Whoops, my bad. Tingerlin, what do you think of Wrestle Talk? Wrestle Talk does fall sometimes into the same category as What Culture. However, Wrestle Talk has always positioned themselves as a news-first video. And then if they do have something like With a Pinch of Salt, they don't generally just report on pure speculation. There's at least something going on with Wrestle Talk normally. They're not perfect either, but they're better than What Culture Wrestling. That is for damn sure. Oh, boy. I was a little confused, LOL. They're the same person. Yeah, my bad there, my friend. My bad. Hey, Conman, changing the subject, what WrestleMania match are you hyped for? I'm hyped for Edge versus Orton. Honestly, I'm hyped for Edge versus Orton. I am pumped for Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar. I think those two are going to kill it. They are going to just tear the house down. I did get a few donos. I do apologize, folks. I said I'd get back to them, and I haven't. So let me get around to them right now. So, up first, we got ourselves a $10 dono from Matthew Grantland. He says, how's it going, Conman? Can't wait to debut in the Conman Universe. You're my favorite YouTuber. Keep up the great work. I really enjoy your videos and live streams and can't wait for WrestleMania. Thank you for the kind words there, Matthew. I do appreciate it. I'm excited for Mania as well, buddy. Tomorrow should be a great day. Should be a really great day. Thank you, buddy. Let's roll the $10 dono. Bam. Behold the king. The King of Kings. On your knees, dog. Banning. All hail. Bow down to the king.
How's it going, Conman? Can't wait to debut in the Conman Universe, sir. My favorite YouTuber. Keep up the great work. I really enjoy your videos and live streams. Can't wait for WrestleMania.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the kind words once again. All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a new boss from Arul Kapar. As he said, now it's obvious why Adam, Jack, Sam, and Ross left. I mean, it pretty is obvious. It was obvious at the time, for the most part, why they left. But now it's extremely obvious why they left. Maybe GC, maybe you could say he's the clickbait king, maybe the clickbait king of YouTube. Maybe that's probably the better way to go, but still, it's just, it's a tough thing, it's a tough pill to swallow when you're, because here's the thing, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about this, because here's the thing, Me as a channel who sits at 118,000 subscribers, I am not a big wrestling channel. I would say I'm a medium-sized wrestling channel. I think that's probably the best way to put it. There is a healthy amount of channels out there that are larger than mine and have a much larger following and a much more impactful following in the wrestling community as a whole, right? That's just the case. I'm a medium-sized channel. But if I wanted to, I could take advantage of the YouTube algorithm. I could take advantage of each and every single one of my viewers here by producing clickbait content. By producing little clip videos, 4 or 5 minutes, that happen to report on news going on, rumors going on in the wrestling world. I could do that. I absolutely could, and that would not only drive my viewership up, it would drive my channel subscribers up. But for me, as a content creator, I always want to make sure I ask myself, am I doing this just for the views? It's a very good question to ask yourself when you're a content creator, because if you do ask that question and the answer is yes, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it to do it just for the views? Is this video worth it to just sit there and essentially manipulate your following? Is it worth it to manipulate the people who sit there and trust you as a source and trust you as a video maker to mislead them? Why would you want to do that, right? Even just misleading them a tiny bit. Now, personally, on this channel, I have tried to do, maybe not necessarily misleading stuff, but reporting on rumors. Back in the day, I want to say about 2.5 years ago, maybe not that far, maybe 2 years ago, maybe even slightly less, 1.5 years. Can't necessarily remember when I did them, but I want to say there was about 4 or 5 videos over the span of like 3 or 4 weeks that I released that were rumor-based videos, and I was doing it to test it out to see if it would be worth it or not. And the thing was, in the span of those rumor videos that I reported on, I think only 2 of those rumors came true, and I was just like, I'm being part of the problem. I'm literally feeding into the system of rumor mongering and having people get hyped up about nothing when there really isn't nothing that special going on. I think I talked about the Adam Cole possible debut happening. Yeah, sure, Adam Cole eventually debuted in NXT, but I was reporting that the rumors were saying that it was going to be that night at TakeOver, right? And that those videos, when I was wrong right there, I was just kind of like, dude, we can't do those rumor videos anymore. We just can't. They're misleading. They're not good. Whoa, Brian is apparently mad at me. Oh, never mind. He says Biden. He's saying, hey, what culture wrestling? Make sure to read this. Wow. Okay, I like that comment there. That was actually good. Cool. But yeah, folks, that's just kind of, you know, it's just scummy. It's just scummy. Sam Hutt says, Conman, Cena has apparently pissed people off backstage. I understand why. So if you guys have not heard recently, John Cena kind of spoke out about... Oh, we'll get to the dono. Thank you also, Matthew Grantland. I appreciate it. Cena spoke out about how WWE needs the ability to create one top star that everybody can get behind, both the fans and the company. John Cena doesn't think that WWE has the ability to do that anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised to find out if John Cena has a little bit of heat backstage right now. He did say that. He said those words. But you know what? It's true. It's true. WWE has failed to create a top star. And you want to know why they have failed to create a top star? Because they don't pull the trigger when it's hot. Case in point, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens. Folks, Kevin Owens was in that feud against Shane McMahon. The best in the world. Remember that whole thing? Shane McMahon was the most hated performer on the roster when he was around because he was taking up time, valuable time from all the superstars. Kevin Owens turned face, he got the stunner, and sure, Kevin Owens might be in line for like a face run down the line here, but how in the world could you have had all that momentum, that type of promo from Kevin Owens, beating Shane McMahon, and not put him into a title picture right away after? How is that not a thing? How was Kevin Owens not put into the title picture almost immediately after his feud with Shane McMahon? But what happened is they just hung that feud around way too long. And yeah, it ended in a ladder match. Cool. They missed that. You're also right there, Brandon Harbin. Let's keep going back even further. Braun Strowman, another superstar that fans were willing to sink their teeth into back in the day when he went up against Kane and Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. That was the time where Braun Strowman should have won the title. Want even more proof? Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe stood literally face to face, got a loud babyface reaction against Brock Lesnar, held his own, forced WWE's hand to keep him in segments against Brock Lesnar. That's the type of stuff where Samoa Joe should have been rewarded with a title opportunity. It's almost like, and here's the problem, WWE has invested so much money in their top tweener, i.e. Brock Lesnar, that fans are really screwed regardless of how they present Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar is a beast, so he has to be built up as a beast, and he has to be built up to be the best. But to be the best, you got to be the champion. So when Brock Lesnar is the champion, nobody else can rise up to the occasion and match up to the star power that Brock Lesnar has. But Brock Lesnar also isn't the superstar that is going to be the face of your program for years and years and years to come. The guy isn't overly likable in terms of trying to get fans to buy tickets to see him. He doesn't work all that great as a babyface. He's just too much of a badass. He's too big. He's too strong to be really cheered for and be rooted for the fans. So it's Brock Lesnar's not the answer, but nobody can match Brock Lesnar in terms of star power and in terms of legitimacy, because Brock Lesnar has his UFC background. So WWE really is in a tough predicament right here for trying to create a new top star. But you also got to create a young top star, a younger star that is going to be able to hang around the scene for a long time. You got to look at, say, when John Cena came onto the scene. It took him a little bit to get his feet underneath him, like a few years or something like that. But once he did, WWE ran with him because he was a younger star. He was a younger star who was able to absolutely command an audience and have people cheering for him, which is a big thing, right? John Cena, we forget just how important he is to the business overall. Without John Cena's rise throughout the Ruthless Aggression era, WWE would have really, really mightily struggled to get through the times. I don't know where that babyface guy is. I don't know where they pull that top star from in the company. It's not Triple H. It's not Shawn Michaels. It's not Chris Jericho. It's, you know, the list was starting to get pretty thin. It wasn't Kurt Angle. He was gone by then. You know, it wasn't Jeff Hardy. They tried with Jeff Hardy. He couldn't sell out the crowds the way that they wanted him to. You know, it wasn't Randy Orton. He was too much of a heel. They just lacked the ability to have any other top babyface star rise through the promotion. That John Cena was the guy. He had to be the guy. There was nobody else to be the guy other than John Cena. And you kind of look at the roster right here, and you almost have a similar situation where you have a great roster of amazing superstars top to bottom. But in terms of a babyface that is going to be marketable in a large-scale way, other than Roman Reigns, you don't have one. And Roman Reigns is rejected by most of the audience, is still to this day in 2020. I look down in NXT, and I'm trying to find superstars down there that have the charisma, the in-ring ability, and the mic work to become a top-tier star in WWE, along with the look that is marketable and believable to beat anybody. You don't have one. You don't have one. People are going to sit here and say Velveteen Dream. People are going to sit here and say Matt Riddle. People are going to sit here and say Keith Lee. The fact of the matter is WWE doesn't have one. There's nobody in the system right now who is that young top star in the making. It's not definitely Velveteen Dream, and here's the reason why. Velveteen Dream is charismatic as hell. Velveteen Dream is a top performer, no doubt about it. Velveteen Dream is not a giant. Velveteen Dream is not jacked out the wazoo. He is a strong-looking fella, don't get me wrong. But if you want to replicate, say, the idea of John Cena versus Big Show at WrestleMania, where John Cena lifted Big Show up on his shoulders to slam the Big Show to be taken seriously, you're not seeing that feat of strength with Velveteen Dream. If you put Velveteen Dream up against Braun Strowman, it's not as believable that Dream has a chance of beating Braun, right? But if you had John Cena up against Braun Strowman, even John Cena before he was John Cena, he had that look that he could fight, right? He was strong enough. Raging Red says Drew McIntyre can be that top star. He's the complete package. And I understand what you're saying there, and I am a massive Drew McIntyre fan. However, Drew McIntyre also is a little older. Let me just look up his actual age right here. He's 34 years old. So, if you're saying the next 5 years of a superstar that you could invest a lot of time and energy into, Drew McIntyre, I would say, is right there. Over the next 5 years, he should be one of your priorities. He's 34 years old. But is he the top star who's going to run the company for the next decade as a babyface, expanding the WWE's global audience to the point where WWE grows even more? I would love to say yes. I don't think Drew McIntyre is that guy that can hold the audience's attention for the next decade. Because, and here's why, because WWE loves to turn foreigners heel. And also, this could be viewed as incredibly small-minded, okay? But take what I'm about to say, just don't take it too seriously. But this is a thing that WWE has to also consider. Drew McIntyre's accent. Love Drew McIntyre as a performer. Love his accent. Makes him sound like an absolute badass. That's the problem. His accent might work better as a heel in order to get people to care about a program. Doesn't Drew McIntyre sometimes just scream absolutely monster mega villain? Right? He's got the build, he's got the long hair, he's got the dashingly good looks, and he can speak on the microphone, and he's got that Scottish accent that makes it sound like he's just going to kill you at any given point. For that reason, I think that WWE is going to not necessarily struggle to get him over as a babyface long term, because he's over as hell right now, but they might struggle to keep his babyface momentum going all the way into the future because of his accent. And I know that sounds incredibly small-minded to think that way, but it is just the kind of truth here inside of the WWE. Vince McMahon simply does not tend to push top stars who have an accent. I know Bruno Sammartino is an exception, okay? Bruno Sammartino is absolutely an exception. Bruno Sammartino, though, in a way, he represented an entire fan base at the time. You know, the Italian-American. Right? I'm not wrong there. Bruno Sammartino. Hang on one sec. Let me not misspeak here. Bruno Sammartino. Yeah, American-Italian. Yes, he is Italian. Cool. So he had that large audience right there, which was popular enough at the time in order to keep his babyface momentum moving forward for years and years and years on end. That's exactly what it was that got Bruno over. Going into, yeah, I guess that was WWF. Yeah, that is true. It wasn't WWF. Anyways, it's still that idea that as a top-tier performer, there's very rare that the babyface has a strong accent. And I know that's tough to kind of sit there and admit, but it is true. All right, we've got ourselves a few things right here. So, Matthew Grantland dropping $10. How you doing, buddy? He says, what matches are tomorrow at WrestleMania? Conman, you're a cool person. Well, thank you, buddy. I don't know what matches tomorrow are. I am pretty sure that we are going to get one of The Fiend and John Cena, or AJ Styles and The Undertaker tomorrow, and logic dictates that we are going to get one women's match for the title, and we're also going to get one World Championship match. So whether that is Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, or whether that's Goldberg versus whoever it may be. So that's what we're going to get tomorrow at WrestleMania. Thank you very much, Matthew Grantland, for your $10 dono. Let's get that up there. Boom! Behold the King. The King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail and bow down to the king.
What matches are tomorrow at WrestleMania? Conman are a cool person.
Do I think Drew will main event and win? Is asking Paul Carpenter. Yes and yes. I think Drew McIntyre's moment is still happening at WrestleMania. I think this is the Mania where Drew McIntyre cements himself as a top babyface. If he doesn't beat Brock Lesnar, I'm just gonna kind of be like, I get it. I know why they did it. I absolutely know why they want to. Like, if they don't put the title on Drew McIntyre this weekend, the reasoning is because they want it to be in front of a live crowd. That would be the only reason I can see why they wouldn't pull the trigger on Drew McIntyre. Maybe have something fishy happen in some way, shape, or form. Maybe sets up his next opponent. But if they have a main event Mania, it needs to end with Drew McIntyre winning. We got ourselves a $35 dono, and he says, has anyone but me done this $35 dono? You have to change this dono when Sasha turns face, and I think Tamina is the driving force. Have you heard that WWE wants to do fan reactions during shows via Skype tape videos? I have heard that WWE wants to put on those Skype reaction videos or something like that. Put it this way, if WWE was interested in having me on their show, they would reach out. I'm not going to be doing the reaching out at this point. No, if they have heard of me and want to have me on their show, absolutely, I would be more than willing to react to some shows. But I don't want to kind of put myself in a position where people start saying, "Oh, you're a WWE shill because you're saying anything that you possibly can in order for WWE to feature you on their shows," and that's not what I'm going to do. I will speak my heart. I will speak my truth about wrestling, and if they wish to feature me, I would love to be featured. But if they choose not to because of my views and my takes on wrestling, I'm not going to change things up just to be featured on WWE, right? Here we go, though. Let's roll this $35 dono. I appreciate it, buddy. What? Could it be? It is. It's boss time. Had a dream, I hadn't made it. Didn't think nobody gonna take it. Cause I'm gone, push them all out the way. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Boss time.
Has anyone but me done this 35 dono? You have to change this dono when Sasha turns face. And I think Tamina is the driving force. Have you heard WWE wants to do fan reactions during shows via Skype type videos?
Yeah, pretty neat right there. Also, everybody, there's a few things that I kind of want to also talk about in terms of WWE's direction in the future. So right now it is being reported that WWE is selling WrestleMania on pay-per-view, and it is highly expected right now. Sorry, one sec, Kevin. No, I don't believe anybody else has done the $35 dono. I do apologize. I'm not entirely sure. I think maybe somebody else has, but I think you're the first and the only. But I was talking about WWE's projection when it comes to pay-per-view. So this pay-per-view right here, folks, you will notice that WWE has been pushing the fact that you can buy WrestleMania on pay-per-view for $39.99 a night. Grand total being $80. Okay, so WWE promoting that. That has led me down some paths. And if you guys remember back to, I don't know how many streams ago, I suggested this idea that WWE consider selling off the rights to their big four pay-per-views. WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. Sell off the rights to those big four pay-per-views. It certainly seems like WWE is highly considering moving back into a pay-per-view model. Now, whether this is just a test of the market out there by going back to pay-per-view WWE has been advertising to buy the show on pay-per-view. Now, in the past, they had told us, do not buy it on pay-per-view. You are stupid if you buy it on pay-per-view. Buy it for $9.99 on the WWE Network. That's how WWE used to promote the network to us. You would be stupid if you bought it on pay-per-view. $54.99 or $9.99. Are you stupid for not getting $9.99? Well, now, guys, this is what they're telling you. Hey, forget about everything that we said that you would be stupid if you bought it on pay-per-view, because you can buy it on pay-per-view now. That's what WWE is trying to do, and it's because the WWE Network has limited their revenue that they should have really been gaining. WWE not making as much money as they need to, or at least that they want to, which is ridiculous considering their whole Saudi Arabia events. But also, gotta ask you guys this question. If WWE hadn't, let's say, lost out on all that revenue over the past 6 years with the WWE Network being around, if they hadn't lost out on all of those pay-per-view model prices where it was $54.99 a pay-per-view, if they got all those buy rates, you got to ask yourself this question. Would WWE have even gone to Saudi Arabia? The answer is no. The answer is no. Hell no, they wouldn't have, because they would have been so scared to piss off a bunch of paying fans. Fans that pay $54.99 a month are tough to come by. But they instead went to the WWE Network model. They need to make up that revenue that they lost, so that all they did is they said, okay, we're going to hold a show over in Saudi Arabia, and we're going to make our money off of that, and people are going to get their quote-unquote WrestleMania payday from Saudi Arabia now. It's moved from WrestleMania being the day that you want to work up for to get your big pay-per-view buy rate to Saudi Arabia shows. That's why all these stars are coming back for Saudi Arabia. That's why wrestling feels so kind of gross right now. It feels just like it's just for the money. That's the reasoning. WWE treats Saudi Arabia like their WrestleMania now. And that show comes multiple times a year. So with WWE possibly considering venturing back into the realm of offering their shows for pay-per-view instead of just on the WWE Network, that might open up the wallets of the fans a little bit more and start to push the content direction away from Saudi Arabia back into WrestleMania, back into SummerSlam, back into Survivor Series, and making those shows have to be must-see because you got to shell out the money. I don't care if you know Fastlane, Elimination Chamber, TLC. I don't care if those pay-per-views are just kind of B-level, C-level pay-per-views and just thrown on the WWE Network for $9.99 a month. And then once every quarter, we get ourselves a Big Four pay-per-view that we have to actually shell out $39.99, $29.99, whatever it may be. Personally, I hope that's the direction WWE moves in. I personally think it would make WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble all must-see again. It would create a bit of a paywall, which people will not be happy about, but it will also leave content on the WWE Network for you guys to digest on a near monthly basis. I think that's probably the best way WWE could attack this whole situation, in my honest opinion. Now, people aren't going to be happy about the fact. One sec. Why do you get banned for that? Oh, I see. He's just coming back with different. Okay, so he's just spamming over and over and over again. I see what it is. Okay. Alright. Fair enough, guys. Sorry, was just looking that. That was the goodbye, I love you, it's over. And Ric Flair is retired. What a match, isn't it? What a match. Raging Red, how you doing? We'll get to that $10 donut. Thank you so much, my friend. Says, if they're gonna raise the pay-per-views like WrestleMania and SummerSlam to 60 or 70, then they gotta make those pay-per-views top-notch amazing. I absolutely agree. yeah, they got to make it top-notch. But here's the thing. If you have that mentality that it's got to be top-notch, that you got to make it worth this much money. See, the thing is, the idea of value, perceived value, is massive when it comes to wrestling alone. It's so apparent everywhere you are, but perceived value in wrestling is so important. And if you offer up an event that is perceived to be worth $9.99, and you deliver on that perception that this show should be worth $9.99, and you produce an okay show, people just go, okay, that was fine for what it was. That wasn't even $9.99. And you just kind of move onwards, right? You just move on to the next show, and that's why wrestling just feels like it's always just happening. Nothing major is really going on anymore. But if all of a sudden you have a show that is worth $39.99, $49.99, $59.99, whatever the price is that they set on, all of a sudden you have perceived value that you're saying, I better be getting $40 worth of content, $50, $60. I better feel that my dollar is worth being spent here tonight. Otherwise, next time I'm not going to spend it. And that's on WWE to have to produce top-tier shows. And I know everybody sits here and says that it's social media that has ruined wrestling, that it is the wrestlers that have ruined wrestling, it's Vince McMahon that has ruined wrestling, but I don't think it is. I do think it's the WWE Network that has, as much as it has helped us as wrestling fans get more access to wrestling, it has hurt the overall perception of what wrestling should be. And honestly, when you look back at other pay-per-view shows that have run within recent times, Impact Wrestling threw on a pay-per-view there at the start of the year. I think it was for $29.99, $39.99, whatever that pay-per-view was. AEW has been running their shows on Fight TV, selling them as pay-per-view shows. And AEW's pay-per-views have been perceived to be really, really good. And worth their money. Every time that I've spent money on AEW, I haven't walked away with it saying like, I feel like I just wasted my money. So I think that WWE could make their shows feel like they're a giant deal once again by raising the price tag on it, putting a little bit of a paywall, making that exclusivity, making it must watch again. And then also, as a direct result, you are going to have people gathering together to watch the shows, to bind together to watch wrestling again. You're going to sometimes have a watch party of 4, 5, 6 people who all chip in $5, $10 to watch the show. People in wrestling right here are going to sit there and say that I want the content for my $9.99, that it's not worth say $40 a month or worth $50 a month. And I absolutely agree with you guys on that statement. It's not worth $40 or $50 a month. But every few months, if there is a pay-per-view that is produced as top tier, I'm okay shelling out my money to it, because if it's good content, I'm okay paying for it. What? It's Goldberg versus... Oh my god, it's Goldberg versus Braun.
My man, okay? Otis, got him tonight. WrestleMania, Ziggler, he's mine.
Ah.
Oh, I will, but there's something else.
Something else?
Yeah, I saw Mandy earlier.
Saw Mandy?
She asked about you.
Was it today? Was it yesterday? What was she wearing? Was that
Yeah,
realistic with the shine?
She just asked about you. That's it. And I think she was headed to Dolph's dressing room when she was leaving, so I feel like she was just being nice. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, right back.
Where are you going? What?
Wait, where are you going, Otis?
Our match is next.
5 minutes tops.
It's Tucker
Where are you going,
versus
Otis?
Dolph Ziggler.
Come
next.
back.
Otis got a text. Uh-oh. Not sure what's going to happen there. Anyways, I do kind of forget what I was talking about beforehand because I'm a little scatterbrained. But let's talk a little bit about, actually no, before we get into that, let's get into this $10 dono. Thank you, Arushi Patro. How you doing, my friend? Says, I'm so looking forward to seeing this year's WrestleMania, regardless of how everything's turned out. I love your YouTube channel. Thank you for everything you do. Well, thank you, my friend, for the kind words and the support on this channel. I'm pumped for WrestleMania tomorrow. I think it's going to be really fun. Regardless of what goes down, tomorrow is going to be, without a doubt, one of the most unique days we will ever see. Whether it's successful or not, I don't know, okay? I'm open-minded about this whole WrestleMania. Do I think it is going to be the best WrestleMania ever? No. Do I think WWE is going to put on a shit WrestleMania that they have the ability to tape? No, I don't think so either. I think that going into WrestleMania, they're going to try to perfect it every way that they possibly can to make it the most entertaining show. It might be almost too manufactured for a WrestleMania show, but it could turn out really well. Saturday tomorrow is one of the biggest days ever in the history of WWE because it is going to set the pace for the weekend. It is going to let us know if this is going to be a show that we can really, really enjoy, or if it's going to be a long 3 hours and 15 minutes plus 1 hour pre-show, plus 1 hour pre-show the next day, and 3 hours and 15 minutes of wrestling. So it could be really long, it could be really good. I don't know, but we're going to have a fun time regardless. How you doing there, Roy Rest? Welcome to the stream, buddy. We'll see there, Casey Wood. We'll see how it all plays out. I'm not going to promise anything because WrestleMania for the Conman Universe, we have 14 matches. SummerSlam, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and Survivor Series, we only have 7 matches. So, we'll see. Don't want to make any promises. Let's talk about Braun Strowman right here. Just a second.
I'm so looking forward to seeing this year's WM, regardless of how everything's turned out. I love your YT channel. Thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you, buddy.
Grinning face with smiling eyes.
Alright, I'll talk to you later there, Rule Kapar. Have a great day, buddy. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman versus Goldberg. Yes, that is the match. That's the match. So, here's the thing. WWE has 2 options that they can do. Goldberg beats Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman beats Goldberg. I guess they got multiple ways that they could do it. They could do a double countout. They could do a no contest. They could do weird things like that. Is it probably the biggest match that they have available with 0 build? Maybe. Like, maybe. Yeah. Is it interesting? No. No, it's not. We're talking WrestleMania Universal Championship match. I honestly would have preferred Triple H. I don't know about you guys. I would have preferred Triple H. I would have preferred Triple H, and Triple H then gets beat by Goldberg. You know, if you wanted to keep Goldberg looking strong, have him beat Triple H. Did we ever see Goldberg versus Triple H? Versus Triple H. Yeah, Unforgiven, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. We've seen it a few times. But I would, you know what? Why not lay into that? I would, honestly, I would have almost rather it be Triple H, because Braun Strowman's just going to go in there, and he's going to be Braun, and then he's going to get beat. Or he's going to get the title put on him, and Braun Strowman then is going to go into a feud against Roman Reigns, and and then it's going to be able to put the title on Roman. Like, that's just the direction that they move, and honestly, I don't know why. Anyways, I'll watch it.
Apparently Tucker is going it alone tonight, which may be good news for Dolph after what Ziggler did to Otis 2 weeks ago on Smackdown.
Listen, I know you're smitten with my kitten, Mandy. I just wanted you to see some pictures that I really think you deserve to see these.
Matthew Merkel. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Buddy. Buddy.
No.
I have been pro WWE throughout this entire thing. I have praised nearly everything they have done during this time. I have thanked WWE for continuing to produce content for us during this trying time. I know that they do not have to. I know that was putting the health and well-being of their superstars at risk by them just being out there in the public. I have thanked WWE countless times. I've released public tweets. I've literally said everything praising WWE. I criticized one thing about their choice of putting Braun Strowman against Goldberg in the main event of WrestleMania, and I'm told to just relax and stop complaining. That's the internet for you. You cannot criticize anything, otherwise you're going to be... It's just... Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. Con, why don't you want Braun to have a major title? It's not that I don't want Braun to have a major title. It's that I don't want him to have a major title when he's cold. He's coming off of an Intercontinental Championship loss, guys. Right? He's coming off of an Intercontinental Championship loss. A guy who just lost his title is facing the Universal Champion at Mania. That's more so what I kind of sit here and say, yeah. And not just anywhere, facing him at Mania. Just, it's a tough story to even sell just on one-day build, let alone a one-day build for WrestleMania. I know that their hands were kind of tied with Roman Reigns, but still, just kind of sucks.
And Tucker now with the power taking out Dolph Ziggler. And you have to believe that every one of those blows met with malice.
Sorry guys, just scrolling up through the chat right here.
Oh, and again. And Tucker going to make Ziggler pay for everything that Dolph Ziggler has done to Tucker's partner Otis. And Dolph right to the knee. Smart, wise, veteran move. Try to bring the big man down to size. And a neck breaker by Dolph Ziggler. And just like that, Ziggler in control. Elbow right to the chest. Here's the cover. And a kick out by Tucker at 2. Dolph Ziggler, a former world champion.
Okay, Colton, though, buddy, I think the problem is, I gotta address this here in the chat, okay? I think the problem is, from your end, is that when you get timed out, you take it personally, because it has happened before, right? And when you get timed out, you take it so personally to the fact that you get mad at other people in this chat. When that happens, the moderators are trying to keep peace of the live chat and to prevent people from blocking up the chat, okay? That's what the moderators are out there doing. I know what you're trying to do, but here's the thing. If it doesn't get seen, you know, I know what I've said. Send the message occasionally here and there, but don't spam it out, right? Don't just keep copy and pasting. Not saying you're completely at fault. I don't necessarily know why you got banned for that one. But I also understand that when people get timed out in the live chat, they come back mad, and it sets a bit of a negative tone. So it has happened in the past, but I'm going to look for your account to get unbanned right here, okay, man? Because you are around for a long time. You have been around this channel for a while, but this has been an issue before, so hopefully this will rectify it now. But let me just go through, and I'll find your account, okay? Got to go through, like, the thousands of accounts that are banned on this channel. And find you, okay, bud? I'm gonna get that. Thank you, Comedic Genius. I do appreciate your $2 dono right there. But Tucker is taking it right to Ziggles into the corner. Oh, sidestep does Dolph Ziggler. What a DDT from Dolph.
Dolph is in control. Can Tucker get back in this match?
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer the world of sport has never seen.
Darren Buchan says, so Canadian of you, LOL. So many chances for more money. I mean, Colton Starman, I honestly think he's donated once or twice in the channel. I could be wrong, but it's more so that he has been around for a long time, and he has communicated with this channel for a while. So for him to get just banned out of nowhere, I was a little curious as to what happened there. I don't mind taking this one away when it's rightfully so. You know, this one really doesn't have anything to do with revenue. Honestly, at the end of the day, if it doesn't matter who you are, if you're going to be an issue in the live chat, you know, you're just going to get banned. I don't really like to deal with people in the chat that are troublemakers, you know what I mean? If only this thing was sorted manually.
Do you suffer from
Not
skin
manually,
irritation
automatically.
Or razor bumps while shaving? Try new Gillette Skin Guard, a razor
There you go.
proven for sensitive
Fair
skin.
enough there, my friend.
Skin Guard technology absorbs pressure and
What
raises blades
was his
to
name
reduce
again?
skin
How many
irritation.
accounts did he get
Try Gillette
banned?
Skin Guard.
I might not be able to find his name. Oh, there's Jamie Todd. He's banned. Whoops, forgot about that one. There's about 1 million Vamal accounts in here. There's that one. Okay. So give me 2 seconds, folks. I just got to look for this account here.
They can protect your premiums from going up due to your first claim.
Control F. Colton. Oh, I can search names. There you go. So Colton will remove him there. So Colton is not banned, and let's get the CCS one as well.
But when a recall happens, perfectly good food goes to waste.
Boom, CCSYT. So let's get him out of there. All right. So there you go, Colton. Everything should be saved, buddy. You should be able to get back here into the live chat.
From farm to shelf. It's used by some of the biggest retailers everywhere.
I think, at least.
So more food ends up on your table. Is that Daddy's letter?
Anyways, though, everybody, if you have not done so, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Would love to see your name pass up over on the top left-hand corner of the screen. Great to see you guys.
At first, I never drank on the job.
Hear me out. Braun deserves this title shot because of the fact that the Universal title is the only title Braun has been trying to get his hands on.
I remember sitting in the AA meeting and thinking,
yeah, like here's the thing. I think I could be sold. I do think I could be sold on Braun Strowman versus Goldberg at Mania if there was a bit of a story to it. You know, they might do a really good job at creating a story for it, though, tomorrow night on the Saturday night edition of WrestleMania. But if that happens, then that means they might be building to the match being on Sunday. And if Goldberg versus Braun main events WrestleMania, that should not happen. Mighty Oak FC, thank you very much, my friend, for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Like, I do think WWE has something in Braun Strowman, but they don't execute him well. What the hell? Sheamus?
Yes! Looking good, fella.
What? What did I just see? It's Ric Flair and Sheamus. Woo!
Satisfies.
Oh my God. All right. That was a weird ass commercial. So we got ourselves a $5 dono. Thank you, Steven Randall. He says, "Hey Conman, popular Bluff Mo is getting a stay-home order." Poplar Bluff Mo. Poplar Bluff Mo? Is that a person that I'm just not aware of because I'm like almost 25 now and I'm starting to get disconnected with the stuff that's going around me? Who the frig is that? Poplar Bluff, city in Missouri, is getting a stay-at-home order. Oh, is that what it is? So the city is being told to stay at home? Yikes, Steven Randall. That's kind of scary there, my friend. Stay safe there, buddy, if you're in that zone right there. Make sure you stay home.
And this is the anger out of Tucker we expected in this matchup, finally turning things around.
Lou Dog asking me, Conman, why did you do a rant on Awesomeness TV? I see the video on my recommendations page. That's funny that they're recommending that video. Simple, because Awesomeness TV sucks. I did a rant on them many, many years ago. I was once partnered with them for my channel. They were the channel that, or sorry, the, what's it called again? The YouTube partner program. No, what is it freaking called again? Why am I blanking on the name? MCN, thank you. An MCN. They were the MCN that I signed with onto this channel when I was very, very, very early. Probably just a few months into creating my channel, maybe 200 subscribers, something like that. Signed on to Miz TV. Later on did a rant with them because they were just absolute garbage. We're literally sitting there basically taking money from the channel to do nothing. Locked me into a 2-year contract. It was horrendous. Hey, Steven Randall, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to Supporter, and it's time to get ourselves a little bit of Sweetney's action. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you don't know this song, we're gonna get you guys singing loud and proud right now. So let's focus right here, everybody. Open your ears, open your eyes, because it's time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweetnies are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! Oh, Dolph just hit the zigzag on Tucker on the steel steps.
Tucker was bent in half, and now Dolph Ziggler pulling himself back to his feet. You can only imagine what that smile meant for the show-off Ziggler.
Uh-oh, what is Dolph gonna do? No. Dolph? Mandy! Wow. Uh-oh! Here comes Otis! And Otis is down here again. Oh, another glitch? The truth will be heard. The truth will be heard? What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
Were you paying attention?
What?
I told you. The truth will be heard.
He's big. He's really big, but I think Otis is cute in a different kind of way.
It's about the
And
text.
he's super sweet. I feel like you think I don't support you right now. No, and I do. And I'm excited for your date. And it's Valentine's Day. Just promise to give me all the deets when you get home. Of course. Buddy.
It's gonna be Sonya who sent the text. Oh my god. Oh my god, Sonya! She sent the text!
Sorry, Otis.
No! Sonya sent the text.
Sounds great, Mandy. Winky face emoji. See you then. Heart emoji.
Oh my god. Delete. She even deleted the messages. Oh my god.
Dude, it's simple. You're gonna get what you want. I'm gonna get what I want. And everyone's gonna win.
Dolph and Sonya are in cahoots? Are they? Are they? Is that what this is? Yes, it is! They're in cahoots!
I definitely look forward to winning.
What?
Get ready for my date.
Go get them.
Oh, what?
Please, Mandy, please. Mandy.
And Mandy's leaving. Fire and Desire are done. And Sonya's gonna go after her. Otis is pissed. Dolph is gonna run now. Otis! Otis! Oh, Otis just caught Dolph Ziggler a little bit, but Otis can't get Dolph entirely. Oh, Dolph is in trouble at Mania.
That this weekend, he gets Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania.
Is Tucky okay? Oh, yo, I'm ready for this Mania match. Are you ready? Yes, I am, folks. So, first of all, the truth will be heard. Okay. So the truth was that it was Sonya Deville that sent the text messages, and of course the fact that Dolph Ziggler and Sonya Deville were in cahoots with each other. Now Mandy Rose's heart is broken essentially, and Otis Dojovic has even more reason to be pissed off at Dolph Ziggler. Not only did Dolph Ziggler seemingly steal the girl of Mandy Rose, but it was his idea all along, or at least Sonya Deville's all along. He was involved in it right from the start. That is crazy. AJ Marcusser Jr., thank you very much, my friend, for subscribing. All right, oh my, that is so cool. But here we go. Let's continue talking here. Who the hell was the person that made the leaks? Who's this hacker? The shape with the hood and everything, it certainly seemed like it looked like CM Punk. That was where my eyes went and my brain went immediately with CM Punk. But then I kind of got thinking, like, why would that be CM Punk? I think it's still going to be Ali. I think Ali is going to have a more unique gimmick now. I still think it's going to be Ali. The circle with the hand is just a little too similar, you know. But, again, it might not be Ali. Some people saying, could it be Killer Cross? I doubt it. People are saying it could be Timothy Thatcher. I think Timothy Thatcher is going to be behind the kidnappings in NXT as opposed to being debuted on the main roster right away. But like, well, some people saying it's not Ali because it was someone white. Let's take a moment there and just think WWE might have thought about that and said, hey, if we put Ali right here, it's going to cause everybody to know exactly who he is based on his skin color, so maybe we're just going to throw a lighter individual that could be literally anybody. I don't know, something like that. Maybe that wasn't even Ali, right? Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. I'm not entirely sure. But here we go, folks. We've got quite a few donos to roll through here because we had ourselves a pretty awesome little run there during that entire time where Sonya Deville was revealed to be the person who sent the text messages. But let's get to these donos. First up, we had ourselves a $2 dono from Steven Randall. How you doing there, Steve? So he says, I got paid today. Now can you dig that, sucker? Oh, I can dig that, sucker. Thank you, my friend, for your $2 dono. It's always great when you get a little payday, isn't it? It's always great to get a payday. Then right after that, we got ourselves a $5 dono from Aled Thomas. And Aled Thomas, actually, before we get to that, first up, we've got ourselves a new boss. His name is Steven Randall. Thank you, Steven, and you've become a one-time Boss Battle champion. Now, Aled Thomas then dropped $5. He says, how you doing today, Con? And are you excited for Mania? Hell yeah, I'm excited for Mania. It's going to be a great time. I'm honestly really, really pumped for it. Really pumped for it. Should be a really good show. I know that I'm saying really good, but I do mean really good. I think it's going to be incredibly entertaining. I think we're going to have a lot of fun watching the show. And you know what? At the end of the 3.5 hours, 4 hours, whatever it ends up being in length, we're going to be sitting here saying, I want more. That's it. That's all right now. You're going to be like, I want more. Yes, sure, that more can come the next day, but you still got to sleep, right? Jason Wakefield, thank you for subscribing. So I am ridiculously excited. It's going to be a fun weekend overall. Let's roll the $5 dono. Thank you.
How you doing today, Con, and are you excited for Mania?
Do I think the guy in the hood is Robert Roode? That's an interesting idea. I doubt it, but it's an interesting idea. It's out of left field for sure. I think it's probably the least exciting option. Maybe not the least. I don't know. Oh, here's Sonya and Mandy.
Mandy! Let me talk for 1 second, please. Mandy!
Sonya done messed up.
The highlight of the night is sponsored by Boost Mobile. Step up with
Really?
Boost Mobile and get
Are we getting highlight of the nights now on Smackdown? Oh, last Friday. Okay, cool. So last Friday. I was going to say, if they're doing highlights of the night already, that's a unique way to present it. But it's from last Friday. So let's roll the $5 dono. Thank you, Matthew Grantland.
Hi, Conman. What matches are tomorrow at WrestleMania?
What matches are tomorrow at WrestleMania? A lot. A lot of matches. If you would like, my friend, you can head to WWE.com, click on the actual WrestleMania page, and that has an actual list of every single match that is going down at WrestleMania. Leanne Phelps says, who do you think's behind the glitches? I've thought Ali for a while. We'll see if that actually is the case or not. Thank you for your $2 dono there, girl. I appreciate it. So, I was going to read this one right here. So, the question was from Magic King. He says, Con, why did you take the wheels out of the channel for the Wheel of Con and points? Very good question. It's actually a question I get fairly often. But it's not a thing that I answer all the time. So, the reason that I took the wheels off the channel is very, very simple. I found that the wheels were too distracting from wrestling. The amount of time I found myself in relatively larger dono nights, just spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel, spinning the wheel, doing dumb shit, dancing, just looking like a goof on stream. Sure, it was fun. It was absolutely fun for a little bit, but as we started to evolve this channel a little bit more, as the fan base grew a little bit, as we got more and more donos rolling in, it became tougher to keep the wheels going and not have them dominate the show. I was okay when the wheels were spun a few times a stream, right? And when they were just kind of a fun little side part of the stream. But for a while there, they started overtaking literally the entire stream. And it was just, it was spinning the wheel and putting points up and having to look over here and trying to type this in and spinning another wheel. And then I'd get another dono and not be able to remember what I was talking about. So it just wasn't really good for the overall show. I'm always thinking of ways that I can bring it back in some way, but I just haven't figured out a way yet. I've considered and I flirted with the idea at the end of a donation bar that we do a Wheel of Con with some really cool stuff on it, and I still wouldn't mind doing that in the future. I just actually have to set up the wheel in a new way. We'll get to some more donos in just a sec. I got to check.
Very satisfying for Daniel Bryan to knock off Sami Zayn at WrestleMania to win the Intercontinental Championship. Bryan, of course, a multi-time world champion. But this relationship with Gulak has really given him a new lease on his career.
Well, that's just a little weird.
It looks like we will once again.
I am not showing my feet there, D, the original. I am not showing my feet. That is so weird. Okay, anyways. Real quick, we got ourselves a $2 dono from Steve Randall. He says, WWE is doing good with no fans. Honestly, yeah, they're doing good. I've been giving credit to WWE. It has been entertaining week in and week out. And now, right now, folks, we're getting a match that, honestly, on paper, is incredible. Daniel Bryan versus Shinsuke Nakamura. So let's get them up on the screens. And I want to ask you guys over on twitter.com/Conman167, who do you think is going to win this match? Because we've got a few options right here, either Nakamura or Bryan. Two, not a few. That's Stephanie McMahon. Daniel Bryan's not facing Stephanie McMahon. He's facing Shinsuke Nakamura. There we go. Much better. And Ali has called himself the truth and the light. To me, that confirms it. Oh, yeah, he has called himself the truth and the light. You might be right there, buddy. And then, like I said, everybody, if you head on over to twitter.com/Conman167, you can vote in the poll that I'm about to post right now. But how do you guys think I should label the kind of revelation that Sonya Deville? Who's the person? Hang on. So who will win is the question. Hashtag Smackdown. It will either be Daniel Bryan or Shinsuke Nakamura.
There's a drop kick by Bryan to Nakamura.
Biden says Ali would be great as a heel. Why? Because he's a foreign nationality. I think that's the reason why his babyface character works so well, is because he is all about the change. He wants to be the light. He wants to be the change. He wants to showcase that what you look like does not necessarily dictate who you are. Wrestling has basically been a spot where stereotypes are put onto characters from foreign nationalities. Ali was originally strapped with a heel character that was set to be just a classic foreign heel. It doesn't work for Ali. He is so much better as a babyface that fans are able to root for, and that he wants to promote positivity. He's so much better as a babyface. So much better. But real quick here, guys, once again, heading on over to Twitter, you guys can vote in the poll for what you guys think is going to happen in this match, by who you think is going to win, either Nakamura or Bryan. Nakamura off the top rope with the running knee. Count of 2, kick out by Bryan. And hey, we got ourselves a $20 dono up in here. Thank you, Justin Beverly. He says, WrestleMania weekend is upon us, and it's exciting. 2 nights of amazing wrestling, and of course, you know, that's absolutely, positively, stupendously, undoubtedly, fantastically, ridiculously, glorious. Till I'm victorious, and I will defend, Oh, there's that running German suplex from Nakamura.
Upon us, and it's exciting. 2 nights of amazing wrestling, and of course, you know, that's absolutely, positively, stupendously, undoubtedly, fantastically.
Free Fire, thanks for subscribing. And sorry about that, Leanne. I do see your dono right here. I will read it literally right now. So,
we don't need a logo. It's the 3-sided crunch. You know, that cheesy, spicy, crispy, crunchy flavor packed bodega snack that rhymes with I need those.
Okay. All right. So you said I got mad yesterday. Someone sprayed me with raspberry Lysol because my allergies, and I warned them I'm allergic, and she didn't care at all. You need to separate yourself from those mean people there, Leanne. That's what you need to do. That sucks there, Leanne. Hopefully you're okay. Thanks for your support there, my friend, and hopefully you're doing much better now. That really sucks. You need to separate yourself from that toxic situation there. If the people that you're around can't respect your allergies, and they purposely spray something that's going to cause the allergic reaction, you shouldn't be around those people.
Allergies, and I warned.
It's people that don't care for you.
The woman, I am allergic, and she didn't care at all. Sad but relieved face, pouting face.
My car! What have you dad's fighters done? What, you ain't got home claim forgiveness or accident?
Anyways. Unbroken says Ali would flat out never let himself be a Middle East heel. He has stated it before. Light has always has a religious connection with good. And wow, my goodness, folks. Just do a quick little review of what you guys type into the chat sometimes. It makes reading your comments so much easier if you just spell check it a tiny little bit. It helps.
There are no guarantees of success.
Good question, John Elite. He says, Conman, are we gonna have Superstar Shakeup, and are we gonna have a Money in the Bank pay-per-view? Don't know about Superstar Shakeup. Would be surprised to hear that we got a Superstar Shakeup right now. However, I think Money in the Bank will happen. It's just going to be relatively pushed back. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Most likely just going to be delayed a little bit. No way, Colton. Give me a second there.
Expand your post visibility, and more visibility means you have a better chance of hiring great people faster. Indeed's great for when you're just starting out, and just as critical to your business as your hiring needs grow. It's no wonder more than 230,000 businesses in Canada use Indeed. Go to Indeed.com/grow today, post a new job for free, and get a $50 credit towards a sponsored job posting.
This program is aggressive in
Colton.
nature. It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
We are back on Friday Night Smackdown on Fox. Daniel Bryan versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This weekend, Bryan faces my guest.
One sec. No.
Right now, Daniel Bryan looking to get on a
I think it's a hoax.
Down goes Nakamura. And Sammy, this is what you have to face at WrestleMania. Champion Daniel Bryan, the heart, the guts, the resolve of this man. I know who I'm facing at WrestleMania, Michael Cole. I know.
Okay, so no.
I know. I know how good he is. I know what I'm in store for, okay? I know. Come on, Shinsuke. It was all Shinsuke up until that moment. Come on.
So here it is. It's not true. So I know exactly what you just saw right here, Colton Starman. This is why, guys. This is why it is so important to literally just fact check everything you see on the internet. If you read something, Twitter it, Google it, just find some other stuff to back up what it is you're saying, and if you can't find it easily, then you are being misled. It literally says right here, Joan Jett and Meatloaf mourn death of Alan Merrill from coronavirus complications. So what it was is it was the person who wrote a song for Joan Jett, I guess. Alan Merrill wrote song for Joan Jett, Meatloaf, Eddie Money, died today. Another death from a hoax. That was just that tweet right there. But there you go. It's not dead.
This is what I'm enjoying watching right here.
So when you say it's been confirmed, please, man, make sure you know what confirmed means. I think that's a third or fourth time that you've led us down an interesting path here. On this channel with some things. Oh, what a kick right to the side of the head from Shinsuke Nakamura. Now down to the cover. Count of 2. Kick out by Nakamura.
He's been a pretty good teacher, Sammy. I mean, Daniel Bryan feels like that he has this new lease on his career. Since he's associated himself with Drew Gulak, is squeak by. Every week he squeaks by. Roll up, squeaks by.
Here's the top 10 superstar salaries just released. 1 Brock Lesnar with 10 mil, 2 Roman with 5 mil, 3 Randy with 4.1, 4 mil is Seth. Oh, so 4 is Seth with 4 mil, 5 is Triple H with 3.3, 6 is Becky Lynch with 3.1 mil, 7 is Goldberg with 3 mil, 8 is Shane with 2.1 mil, 9 is Stephanie with 2 mil, 10 is Braun. Braun's 1.9 mil? Braun Strowman's $1.9 million. They are paying $1.9 million for Braun Strowman. No wonder. No wonder they're putting him in a Universal title match. They're paying him $1.9 million in salary. Braun Strowman. The guy... Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. What was Braun Strowman's tweets about there the other day again? Oh, no way that he did this. Braun Strowman. Corona. Virus. Oh, no way that he did this. No way. He's making $1.9 million in salary a year, and he had the audacity to say what he had to say about the coronavirus. Folks, this is what he said. Oh my God, I forgot all about. That is even more ridiculous that he criticized wrestlers for trying to still be able to earn somewhat of a living. Here's what he said. Here we go with more of the somebody pay for my bills stuff. If you can't afford to pay your bills, maybe you should change professions. That's why I quit Strongman. I loved it, but I couldn't afford to live. So instead of making a GoFundMe or a Patreon wanting someone else to take care of me, I went out and worked harder than I ever have in my life to get where I am. What happened to being accountable for your own actions? And for anyone that goes, that's easy for you to say. You're a WWE superstar. FYI, 7 years ago, I moved to Florida with everything I owned in a Kia Soul with $150 to my name when I started this. So Braun Strowman had the audacity to sit there when he was making $1.9 million. Think about this again, $1.9 million in salary. Even though he says he doesn't get paid, I don't think he's worried about getting paid during this time. I think he's being a little selfish, knowing the fact that he makes $1.9 million in salary. Adam Shear, you dickbag. How dare you be that selfish towards everybody else in the wrestling world who is struggling at this time when you are making $1.9 million? Hey, Gulak sends... Oh, Gulak took a hard tumble. And Cesaro just caused a disqualification, so this match doesn't end normal. Gulak, though, he's going for a guillotine on Cesaro. Look at this guillotine on Cesaro. Oh, Cesaro, though, just sends Gulak right over top of the barricade. What a suicide dive. But Bryan's caught by Cesaro. Oh my God. Cesaro!
That's what's going to happen right now.
That had to hurt.
What's going to happen at WrestleMania? This is a preview. This is the strategy. And now Cesaro again going right after Drew Gulak. And the trio.
Okay. Real quick, we got ourselves a new boss. His name is Justin Beverly as he become a 2-time Boss Battle Champion. Oh, Drew Gulak, though, has been taken out at ringside by the trio of Nakamura, Zayn, and Cesaro. Aled, man, you must have missed my entire rant on What Culture earlier on tonight, didn't you, buddy? Yeah, if you rewind in the stream to earlier on, I ranted about that whole thing, talked about it for about 5 minutes or so. Cesaro, what's he about to do, though? Cesaro! Gotch neutralizer! Delivered. And now Nakamura. Ready to go with a Kinshasa. If you want to know their Suplex City, you can rewind to the stream earlier on tonight and find my entire rant. You'll know exactly what it was all about there.
Well, apparently not, because Sami Zayn has saved the best for last in his mind.
And Sami Zayn now ready to deliver a haluva kick to Bryan. Man, Bryan. He has been absolutely decimated by Sami Zayn, the Garden Gnome, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Rockstar, and Cesaro, the Superman. The current IC champion is set to take on Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Whether that match truly does happen or not, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm excited for that one. Out of all the matches on the card, that is one of those ones that, to me, is most exciting. Daniel versus Sami is like literally a dream match. And have we ever even got that match? Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn. Let's see. Has that match ever happened? Yeah, we had Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, correct? So other than that, we've never had a one-on-one match between them. Cool. Roger Dodger, yes, there was something major that happened. The storyline development with the hacker, we were revealed not who the hacker was, but we revealed that there was somebody who was a hacker, and they revealed the truth. The truth was that Sonya Deville sent the text message that was sent to Otis Dojovic telling him that she was on her way, or that she was going to be late. That's what it was. She was going to be late. Otis showed up late, stood up Mandy, Dolph Ziggler showed up. That's the story. I did watch The Dark Side of the Ring. I've seen all the episodes so far to this date. I've literally seen every single episode of Dark Side of the Ring now. All caught up. I watched the first season when it was released. Literally every single episode as they were released I watched. And to this day, basically, I've watched every single one from the new season. So I've seen part 1 and part 2 of the Chris Benoit Dark Side of the Ring documentary. And I've seen the new Jack one. So the new Jack one to me was very eye-opening to that man, because I had heard a lot about New Jack, obviously a lot about what he had done in the wrestling ring, but I wanted to know more, and his story was unique. But I think, you know what it was? There was this one quote from the entire documentary that gave me chills, and you know when you hear somebody say something and it just makes all the hairs stand up on the back of your neck, that makes you think, oh, this is a person that you really don't want to mess with. Like, I mean, legitimately, he's a bad dude. Like, he will hurt you. He will mess you up. The line of that entire documentary for me was, the media said I stabbed him 16 times. I didn't stab him 16 times. It was 9. I counted. Are you... Guys, that is a bone-chilling statement. The media said I stabbed him 16 times. It wasn't 16, it was 9. I counted. Like, what? That is not... that's not a line that you want to hear from anybody. But he literally stabbed another wrestler in the ring. So guys, if you want to check it out, probably one of the most vicious wrestlers to ever grace our business, check out New Jack. He has tried to commit multiple murders in the ring. He should be in prison as a result, but he's not.
Ruthless aggression. This week in WWE and WWE Break It Down. Plus every premiere show WWE has to offer, including Raw.
Con, what's your favorite Seth Rollins match? Honestly, mine is his match with Triple H at Mania 30. It's a good question. His gauntlet match was incredible. His match, what was it? Was it Finn Balor and The Miz, the triple threat match at WrestleMania? That match was incredible as well. Seth Rollins versus John Cena versus Brock Lesnar is a top tier Seth Rollins match as well.
For everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah.
Your first round choice for auto insurance.
Oh, here we go. Firefly Funhouse.
And this is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Do you suddenly have the secret recipe to beat John Cena? Well, actually, Abby, I do!
This was the previous one,
like
the
you,
previous
John
Firefly
Cena,
Funhouse,
deserves
folks.
much
The last
more
one.
than just an ordinary match. In fact, he wants you to step into our world of madness and mayhem. A world where anything goes and the fun never ends. So he is officially challenging you to a Firefly Funhouse match at WrestleMania.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's John Cena.
Welcome everyone to Smackdown Unboxed. It's time. Please
You can't see me. My time is now. All right, so Cena has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. John Cena, folks. Cena versus Fiend. Mania. This weekend.
Michael Cole, thank you for setting the stage. 1 month ago, WWE announced that it would continue its performances. Right here at the Performance Center. In front of no live audience. This was a message that left all of us, WWE superstars, the WWE Universe, asking, like, what's really going to happen?
Hey, thanks, Roger Dodger. I appreciate it, buddy. I do apologize, everybody. I'm going to turn that down really, really quickly and skip that alert. Thank you, Roger. I do appreciate your support, buddy.
Navigated this uncertainty. Thank you very much for allowing us to do so, because it has led us here. The final minutes of the final broadcast before an unprecedented WrestleMania, where once again all of us are asking, what's really going to happen? Starting tomorrow night on the WWE Network, an epic broadcast which will be the most viewed and the most talked about in WWE history. How do I know this? Because for the first time ever, no one really knows what's going to happen. I myself have been challenged to a Firefly Funhouse match. I cannot get a single human being to tell me anything that a Firefly Funhouse match is. I don't even think Bray Wyatt himself knows what a Firefly Funhouse match is. But I know that's exactly what the Fiend wants. The Fiend loves uncertainty. Because uncertainty can lead to fear. And fear can lead to panic. And panic can lead to collapse. The Fiend thrives off of uncertainty. The Fiend has dominated the WWE landscape with uncertainty, fear, and panic. And here we are, on the eve of WrestleMania, all of us staring into the uncertain, asking, what happens next? I'm here tonight to tell you what happens next.
Ooh.
I will not panic. I sure as hell am not afraid. And I will squash Bray Wyatt and finish what I started 6 years ago.
Wow.
I don't care if it's a fun house, if it's at Run's house, or if it's a Stone Cold Stun house. Bray Wyatt is not even on the level below me.
Whoa.
Anyone who knows who I am, who knows what's in here and knows what I'm capable of, realizes that a poor man's version of a bootleg Mr. Rogers doesn't stand a chance. No, and the Fiend? Am I actually supposed to be afraid of a guy who dresses up like the overfed sex child of Wiz Khalifa and the WB Frog? Please. Goldberg exposed that the Fiend has weakness. At WrestleMania, I exposed the Fiend as an embarrassment.
Weird.
The Fiend made this challenge for WrestleMania. I was ready to step aside, invest in the future.
True.
But the Fiend made this challenge. And to make matters worse, he has tried to give himself every advantage. He has asked for his match, on his turf, on his terms. And he is still gonna get his ass kicked.
Whoa!
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Bray Wyatt, as far as your ridiculous challenge at WrestleMania, I accept.
He accepts. There you go. He accepts. Uh-oh. That's creepy. Rambling Rabbit front row. Oh. Huskus the Pig front row. Uh-oh. Mercy the Buzzard. Penny the Witch. All of the puppets.
He's here.
Oh! Where is he? Uh-oh! Is the Fiend here? Is the Fiend here? He's here. And the red light is back. As Fiend stares down John Cena.
Let me in.
That scared me. No. It got me. It got me.
Wednesday's best dramas.
No. It actually got me. Ah, no. It actually got me with a jump scare. I think that's actually WWE's first time they've actually scared me on their show. Oh my God. I was not expecting a jump scare, folks. I thought it was just going to be a heavy stare down, and next thing you know, let me in. I'm like, oh my God. All right. Well then. All right, there we go, folks. That is going to bring us to the end of the show here today. That jump scare got me, that's for damn sure. But, folks, I hope you enjoyed. We are literally at the go-home show before WrestleMania. So tomorrow night, folks, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on this channel, you can expect me to be live with WrestleMania. All of the coverage, we'll be covering it absolutely all. We will be talking about all the rumors, well, not all the rumors. We're going to avoid rumors as much as possible, but we're going to talk about all of our predictions. We're going to give you guys all the rundown tomorrow before the pre-show. We'll be talking about the polls really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Forgot to mention this. This is the last day you have available to vote in our Conman polls on our Discord. So, folks, head on over there, vote in the polls for WrestleMania for who you guys think is going to win. We're going to break that all down during the pre-show tomorrow, so we will talk all about that. Guys, vote in the polls. This is your last day you have the ability to. Steve Taylor is posting it in the live chat right now. If you guys want to go over to our Discord, the link is available down in the description below. You can also come on over to my Twitter at Conman167 and follow me over there. But, guys, that is going to be it for today. We'll have 2 clips uploaded over onto Conman Reacts. We're going to have the Sonya Deville one, and we're going to have the Cena Wyatt jump scare at the very end. But other than that, everybody, take care. I will see you tomorrow. But until then, I've been Con, and that was Friday Night Smackdown.